think the biggest accomplishment perhaps was that as a founder of the Community Advisory Committee for Gifted and Talented Education, excuse me, we are the ones that brought forth the APAAS All-Day Gifted class. And it was not an easy thing to do. We fought really for 2 years. We researched, we talked, we helped get people elected to the board who understood that smart kids need more challenge than they sometimes get. And it's been a wonderful program. It was my privilege later to actually teach in that program at Turtle Rock, and I found out how incredibly hard the teachers of that program work for the success that they achieve. So there are many things that I've done that are wonderful and to me, and thank you.
I'm proudest of 2 things in Irvine Public Schools. 1, my involvement as PTA president of Briarwood Elementary, and 2, my involvement as chair of the Revenue Enhancement Subcommittee. I was the first father to be president of a PTA at Briarwood Elementary. We have an incredibly diverse population there, both ethnically, culturally, socioeconomically. We're actually a Title I school, so we receive federal money for free and reduced lunch. And I was able to get fathers more involved there. I was able to help the budget of our PTA there and to help provide leadership, even with our multicultural event that celebrates the culture that we have in that school. Additionally, when I chaired the Revenue Enhancement Subcommittee, it was a way that we started to look differently at how Irvine could bring in money for itself, again, to be somewhat less dependent on Sacramento. I think that type of creativity at a local level is something that we need going forward, and I'm proud of that in my 10 years of involvement with the district. Thank you.
I've been involved with IUSD since moving here when my son was in 2nd grade. And in that time, I've been involved in the PTA. I've chaired committees for the PTA. I've been involved in Student Site Council. And not exactly directly in IUSD, but as a partner with IUSD, I was president of the board for the Dolphin Club after school child care. So I do have experience as a board member looking at finances and looking at employees and accountability in that way. So I have been involved with Irvine Unified. Thank you.
My biggest accomplishment for the local school at the leadership from a lot of the diversity group there, I utilizing my leadership power to sponsor with a corporate sponsor for a Astounding Invention at the IBC every January. We give out summer grant to support the scholarship there, especially with the science fairs, and we get about the corporate sponsor at utilizing my leadership at those corporations. I'm funding some scholarship to some teachers to support the STEM research and study for some Atlantic and Woodbridge High School. I sponsor for some grant to the teacher to apply supporting the STEM. I'm talking about design and mathematics.
Next one, please.
There are a variety of things that I've done to be involved in the Irvine Public Schools. I've been on the Irvine Public Schools committee, program committee for about 8 years. I've been on school site council. But the thing that I'm the most proud of is an experience I had at Vista Verde when my son was in Mrs. Vidian's class. She had asked me to come in and sing camp songs with the kids. And this is why I enjoyed that so much, because I think that is quintessentially the role we have as citizens of the city, and that is to bring in the fact that, it's to embrace the fact that IUSD does not operate in a vacuum. It operates in a vibrant city of people who care about its schools, and I want to bring that personality from our city into our schools and enhance the relationship between city and district. Thank you.
My family and I haven't been in ISD for very long. We've been here for about 2 years. So my greatest accomplishment is probably going to happen on November 6th if Measure BB passes. And that's the one thing that I take a lot of pride in, is that within a 2-year time period, I took the initiative and worked with others in collaboration to get an important measure onto the ballot. And so while I may not have a very long track record, I think I've accomplished a lot in the short time that I've been in the district.
Yeah, I want to point out, I think the question talked about
what have you done for one school in particular. And I think the job of the board is to be fair and to focus on all of the schools in the school district, not just one in particular. There's no pet projects that you have. There's one thing I'm very proud of, and that is getting the energy initiative pushed through, which together with Gavin Huntley Fenner, we created an energy subcommittee. And that's going to reap a savings of more than $575,000 this year alone, and well over $10 million over the next 15 or so years. So I'm very proud of that, and I'm also proud that I read a Dr. Seuss book to a kindergartner on Read Across America Day, and the kindergartner said they wanted to go to Dartmouth, which is where Dr. Seuss went to school.
Next one. We're at number 3.
What I'm most proud of is, first of all, our school district, but my time that I've invested to ensure these last 18 years, even when my kids were gone, to stay involved at least on a weekly basis. While my kids were involved, I couldn't tell you it was daily. I helped facilitate fundraising with corporate partnerships. I'm working on one right now with this huge science partnership of $25,000 to the district. I've arranged internships and shadowing for students so they can go and actually explore different areas if they want their career to be in. And going back, I ran a program called Partners in Print for kindergartners in 2 elementary schools here, which showed parents how their child looks at reading for the first time. And it's an amazing program that I was very, very proud to start here.
This concludes the forum. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the candidates for agreeing, attending this event, and the audience for submitting good questions, and SCCA for hosting the event. Last, not the least, thank the organizer, Beatrice Zeng, for organizing the event. Thank you.